Good morning and welcome back to the Matside coverage of the 75th National and Open Masters Indoor Bowls Championships, broadcasting live from the EA Network Stadium here in Ashburton. You join us for a last 16 match, I think, in the Open Triples between Steve Preston's team of Steve Gracie and Roz Alexander, who are playing Jeff Best, who has Daniel Shepherd off the front, and Sparkles Matthew Spargo at 2. Joined in commentary by John. Is this your first go in the commentary? I've seen you hanging around the tables.
Yeah.
Your first one. Brilliant. I presume, as you're sitting next to me, you had a similarly successful morning as myself, John?
Indeed I did. Yeah, went down on the last end.
Oh, we weren't that close. This here, Matthew Spargo has come through the junior ranks in Tauranga. He's their Open Singles champion for this year, so he's having a good season. We saw both Roz and Sparkles play the Academy match last night. You were in that Masters team, John. How was your night?
Yeah, got 3 wins, Alex, so yeah, good.
It's about all you can ask for.
Well, yeah.
Handy bowl. It's quite a nice mat, this one, the televised mat. It's on the quicker side by the looks, but nice consistent greens on both hands.
Looks a wee bit quick.
You'd think for Jeff's first bowl he'll be reaching back to those blues that sit at 6 o'clock, eh?
Yep.
If you miss the jack, you're there in the bunch and you can trail it back with your second one.
Indeed. Good speed, just touch wide.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're talking about, right? He's got that catching pin at the back now, so he can keep the same weight but just pull it in with his second bowl. That was a poor start from Steve Preston. He'll be disappointed with that one.
Same speed, sort of a bowl narrow, and he'll be close. Don't think he's got the weight this time.
The moment he let it go, he knew, I think. Yeah, see the little head shake from Jeff Best, and now it's a bonus bowl opportunity from Steve Preston. Would really have been hoping to keep that same weight with the second bowl.
Indeed, yeah.
That's
a poor bonus bowl.
I've seen better efforts on the bonus. It's going to be 1 orange, I think, on this first end. Roz asking for 2. 2, it was a 2. Well, that's the loosest 2 I think we'll see in this game. 2 after 1. 10 ends they play, 45 minutes, so plenty of time. You can see the clock's got 40 minutes and 47 seconds left on it up on the wall, so we're running about 5 minutes an end, which is right for triples.
That's a good line on that end.
Yeah, nice bowl. It's got a lovely delivery, Daniel. That's how you're supposed to let go of a bowl. And handy back there. Anything past is good, particularly in the triples game, isn't it?
Yes, and especially when you've got a front toucher. It's another great effort.
What would you call here if you were the skip, John?
Well, I'd be playing on your back end. You've got two choices on the back end.
Oh, if
I
he
think
gets
he's
the
got it,
ball,
though.
yeah, well, that's just as good, isn't it? Arguably a more challenging way to play the bowl, but if it works, it works.
Yeah. It's a good line here. Yep. Yeah, that's a good bowl.
Okay, so on the comment, I'll answer your question first. You're asking how Sparkles got the nickname Sparkles. My understanding is that it was actually Nathan Trowell's fault. I think he commentated a game of the junior singles and forgot what his last name was and suggested it might be Sparkles when it's actually Spargo. And Sparkles is stuck as a nickname. He's actually got a 3D printed scorecard holder with Sparkles on the back, so I don't think that nickname's going away anytime soon. But secondly, David Archer's asked that question, and last time I checked he was in the hall.
It's a great bowl.
Sorry John, great bowl. David's playing bowl, so unless he's on his phone watching the broadcast, we've got another David Archer. I think there's an outdoor bowler called David Archer. Maybe it's that David, checking out the indoor game. We'd love to know. This is close, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good speed.
Down onto the blue. Oh, lovely shot. Noticed a lot of bowls, and it's not going to do it. A lot of bowls on this stadium floor do tend to sit down, don't they?
They do.
They're not sitting on that angle so often. Good morning, Michael.
How's it going, guys?
Good night.
I've been better. Thank you for asking.
So it's actually welcome back to me because I was here for the first game. I was helping out Ricky. I see he's been shunted out to the side. I'm not sure whether it's shunted. I actually, from the other side, I could see this flash of light where he was moving from the seat out of it to give room. So who we got going here? So we got the Preston team against Best.
Yes, yep. We were just discussing how Sparkles got his nickname.
Right.
To which the answer is Nathan Trowell thought that was his last name once.
Yes.
And it's going to be one blue, so 1-2 after 2 ends.
Yeah. The game we've seen before here on the Masters, we've seen a typical triples game where it was probably looser heads, more opportunities for bigger ends. Unfortunately for one team, Henry Pratt took advantage of that all the time and never really let up. It was a good victory.
Oh, Henry and Bernard, who had on the previous broadcast, probably two of the more experienced bowlers in the hall. Henry's first title, 1961 in Waikato,
Right.
and Bernard was 1953 in North Taranaki.
Right.
And they're here playing the Nationals in 2025.
Yep. So we were talking a little bit about the museum and young Mo who'd been there, and he was amazed that he'd seen something from the 1975, which made me feel very old. I'll just go point it out again. But he'd probably be absolutely amazed at some of the stuff that those two guys could tell them and over the time. So
I think Henry won a tea set with his first centre title, he told me once.
if he still had it, it might have been worth a bit of money now.
Maybe it would have accrued.
Yeah.
Who knows?
On a good line here.
Yeah, lovely bowl.
Yeah.
The mat looks like it's just holding a little bit more. It was changed over in the academy played on these mats. This mat last night. So interestingly, Sparkles played on it. So
See how well he's remembered.
yeah, it's not
Yeah,
far
quite
away.
quite well. That was what a beautiful bowl
Yeah,
that
that's a
was.
great bowl.
Yeah, getting right through. So no danger of it hanging up on the orange.
Entirely negated the 2 orange lead bowls of Steve Gracie's. And Ros now on her backhand.
So Rosalind was obviously in the academy match last night as well.
Yes, she was. Oh, that's a nice bowl. So open the head up again. The Sparkles across the head here on the backhand, do you think, John? Or would he play the forehand side?
Well, he played his last bowl, down that way, so I think if he just sneaks under that front orange.
Yeah.
He indicated like he was going to look at that. You
Instinct would
don't
be-
want to get hung up on that swing on the other hand. Miss the jack and run away.
Always taking it from an
Yes,
interesting
yeah.
place in the box.
Yeah.
Oh, well. His first bowl was good.
His speed was good, just
The best thing about his bowl was he actually did what we all thought he should. Just the execution.
I can't argue with that.
So obviously after this game there's going to be a break in the proceedings and we'll start back again at 12:45. And we'll be looking at the
it's a good bowl here. That's a good bowl.
semi-final of the Masters. So it probably opens up now. He can probably play a little bit more speed and look to hunt the jack here a bit.
I think that's what he's done too, Mike. He's played it well.
Yeah, nice bowl.
And are we going to see a bowl around the orange, or do you think he will search under it and look for the blue as well? He's definitely playing a line around. Up on the orange.
It's interesting. Steve Preston used to crouch to play his bowl.
Yes.
And he only changed a couple of years ago off the knees. It's not usually the way round where you see a delivery develop, is it?
Now, are you going to say this is part of the trowel philosophy?
No, but
Oh.
that's an interesting point too, isn't it? Because we're now seeing more men play bowls off 2 knees than there used to be. I don't know. I reckon it's a result of the junior bowls. Because if you're a kid and you're taught to play bowls, we usually say, I'll just start off on 2 knees because it's easier.
Yeah.
And that's sort of how it stays, whereas 10, 20 years ago it was men play off 1 knee and women play off 2.
He's
Yeah.
not happy with that.
Just trying to take flight.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll take a wee bit more of a wingspan than that to get them off the ground. Yeah, and you're probably quite right. I mean, obviously you've coached quite a few juniors. I have over the years, and it's all about the balance and what have you on the 2 knees, and it's just a better setup and a framed edge of the mat. And you'll see a lot of the I guess players that do play on 1 knee every now and then will drop to 2 knees. Especially if they change positions and they end up playing more draw bowls off lead, or they're actually just struggling with their speed.
This is a pretty good classic delivery, right? This is what we would have coached in the 80s or 90s off 1
Yep.
knee.
Yeah.
And it's fine, like the shoulders are square and the arm does what it's supposed to do, but you're talking to adults in that
Yep.
space, whereas with kids when you're 11 or 12 years old, are you
Yep.
actually going to try and say, well, you need to be off 1 knee and your hand needs to be here,
Yep.
etc., etc.?
Yeah, well, I have to play off 1 knee because I got down untold and get back up.
That's another good reason. Good
That's
bowl,
a great
Steve.
bowl.
The probably, I mean, you'd be wanting to be closer. Drop this onto the orange. Keep your speed. I'll tell
Great
you what,
line.
Gets the jack here.
Great
Yeah.
bowl.
Lovely bowl.
Triples is a looser game, Alex John. Like, we don't tend to build heads up as much as what we normally would.
No. It's probably one of my least fancy games, to be honest, Mike.
I love it. just anything can happen. It's just the way bowls should be, I reckon. Too much of this, you having to concentrate and build heads and fours and,
Just play the bowl that's in front of you.
Yep.
Is that an age thing, Mike, or?
No, it's a attention span thing. He's
Good
close
bowl.
here. He's just going to miss the edge of the... Got the edge of the jack. He just was probably getting in the guts. Rosalind should follow this down now, trying to get in between the blue and the jack, get him to the back of it. And you enjoying your nationals, John, so far?
Yeah, well, I was asked the other day, Mike, how many nationals I've been to, and believe it or not, I think it was 85 Timaru. Is that right?
I thought you were telling me you'd been
85.
to 85
No,
nationals.
that was my first nationals, and believe it or not, this is only my second.
Right.
So a 40-year gap in between is not bad, is it?
No.
Oh, good bowl.
But yes, I am enjoying it.
That's good. The NZIB would prefer that you not to have those 40-year gaps, because that's money that we're missing out if you don't come and attend.
Well, yeah, but work up in Auckland took over, mate, so, you know.
Yep. No, it's amazing that the game we play, it's just easy to come back after such a period. Like we do see it quite often, people start as a junior, they go away, have careers, family, all that responsible, rubbishy stuff that we're meant to do. And then they come back into the game, and it's amazing the friendships that, like you say, people that you might have known 40 years ago when you played, even though I know you've been playing all the time, John, but, you sort of come back and...
Oh, that's outstanding. How unlucky is that from Jeff
I
Best?
tell you what.
He couldn't have played that much better, and
No.
he maybe one down to that orange bowl.
Yeah.
I
He's
actually don't even
he's
know
got
what-
the opportunity of popping it off with his last, and even if got the blue just in behind Kitty, he's still got a chance of popping it back from there.
Probably if he worked that jack just a little bit more through, he'd be sitting for a chance for about 4 or 5.
like a millimetre off a perfect
Yeah.
bowl. So what's this conversation about? Are they talking about what Jeff's going to play next? How do we stop Jeff from trying to chip our ball off?
You're making a number. It's
This would be one of those pucker up moments. All you're doing now is actually just trying to work out how the heck can you stop dropping the big number. So it's not so much them playing in. He's indicating like he's going to come down and try and lock the orange into the head. Whether he's looking to try and get to the back of the blue.
yeah, sort of corner of the box is where he's aiming, I think.
I played him yesterday and he had a tendency to throw on his backhand quite quick.
That's the opposite. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
He doesn't.
brilliant.
Tell you what now, because there might be a wee weird chance that if Sparkles is indicating to play the other hand, I thought there might have been a wee weird chance that Jeff, on the other hand, he could have caught the orange where the 3 oranges line up and get a result, or if he misses it, got onto the blue like John was indicating. But they're definitely talking like they're just going to try and play through the shot orange. Which, to be fair, makes sense, because it would come off the blue and squeeze back for a 3, and it sounds less complicated.
Not as cool to watch though, is it?
No. Oh, I tell you what, he's close. Oh, he's just
You're
caught.
actually joking, eh? Like, he just played 2 bowls that are within half an inch
Yeah.
of making a bundle.
Miles
That's
off in
the
a yard.
permutations of bowls, isn't it? You're
Yeah.
thinking, you're Steve Preston's team, they've gone, well, we actually only had 1 bowl there.
Yeah.
We probably should have dropped a number, but
Yeah.
we're leading off and we're now 3 up after 4 ends.
Yeah.
And you just thank the bowls gods and try and make it a better end this time.
Now, we talk about deliveries and things, and as you know, Alex, over the years with the commentary, I've always enjoyed a bit of a nickname or a district name. I always reckon all the districts should have some sort of like some sort of motto or, like say we could be the Timaru Tigers, or
Yeah, a bit of alliteration going on.
yeah, just a little bit of a more thing. But I'm also intrigued about people's. I'm not sure if it's mannerisms or just habits. The glasses on top of the head bowling. I'm not sure.
He's always done that.
Yeah,
I think maybe it's to protect his head
I've never seen him wear them to read or
from the sun.
Well, they're reading glasses.
Maybe
I know a lot like John. I've seen wear his sunglasses on top of his head.
Yeah.
There's a number of others that tend to do it. I thought it was because it was like the girls'
French is another one.
version of a headband to keep the hair out of
keep
their
the
eyes.
hair out of the eyes. Oh, it's not. I mean, there's not much hair to keep out of his eyes, is there, for Jeff?
Well, not for Jeff. No. It's would we call that technique the sunroof?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. So, back to the bowls. Roslyn's just gone deep into the square, holding a couple of the
I think
oranges.
Spark would be playing the gap, wouldn't he?
Yeah, and he played the shot on the second end too, didn't he?
He
I mean,
did.
He
Yep.
essentially was just reaching through that split. So you try and, when you're in a game situation like this, you think, well, I've actually played this exact bowl before and I played it well, so I'll just
It's
try
actually
and
worked
do
out pretty good for him.
what it felt
Yeah.
like.
I mean, the last time he then tried to repeat it, he went wide and missed, of course.
Yeah, you don't remember that one.
Oh, no, very good.
That's,
But he's given himself a chance to pick them both off next time.
that's the one you're trying to avoid,
Yeah,
Michael.
Yeah. See, I'm lucky for me to have to remember my good bowls.
Yes.
It's not many of them. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah. I forget about the majority of my bowls. And Roslyn's just trying to find that gap, get in between here. She's not far off. Probably a bit deeper than what they probably hoped.
What would you get Sparkles to do here, John?
You'd be going the blue between the two oranges, I think. Probably 2 foot through the head. So if he does connect the front one, he's not going to kill it. So
Literally.
Yeah, that's a
that-
great bowl.
That's beautiful. And now he's set up the cannon. Go through the blue again, and it's happy days.
Well, the split.
Well, the split's even better, yeah.
yeah,
So Steve is going to play on his forehand. Yeah, hard to tell. He's pretty square onto the mat.
Yeah.
That's what Keith said he used to be like on his forehand. He'd line up the middle and then throw it out to the side.
That's not a bad line. Yeah, I'll tell you what, sit the orange down.
That's-
Yeah, that's good.
That's better than you might
That's-
think.
Yes. I'd be happy with that.
It means the jack's now going to spring real quick. So weight control required here.
Yep. So we're probably slightly different bowl now. It's more of the draw, swing into the jack.
it's got a good line, but
Oh, that's
That's a good
outstanding.
ball.
How brave is Steve going to be here, do we think?
Not.
Okay. Just,
They go try and protect
for
this.
me, I always get like flashing lights if I see a split or...
Yeah. I think the split's probably better for Besto because he could actually catch the back of the jack and run it out to that wide blue. This would be where I would have been driving that wide blue and try and take the back one off as well.
This is on the run. This bowl's on the run.
Catches the orange.
Oh, what an outstanding bowl. Don't get unlucky. Oh, that's
I'll tell you what, looking at his body language where he's feeling like he's been absolutely ripped, where he's forgetting the end before, where he should have been 4 or 5 down and hung on to one.
okay. Well, the way they're looking at it, it has to be all touches.
Yeah, I don't think the last orange is touching it. Looked like it pushed it back in off. I'll tell you what, the lady, no one else can see, but Sandy warns, thank you. It's just passed me a flat white, and she is ideally the best warns in this room.
Needs it to hold.
Did
Three
he get-
touches?
Did he get any movement? Oh, bowl just fell down. I always get nervous when people start walking. Oh, let's chuck our glasses down and kneel her on the mat. And
Something you can do in outdoor bowls, because we play on Mania Toto weed. If it's sunny, use my hands to demonstrate.
Yeah.
If it's sunny and you want a bowl to sit down, you just stand in the same place long enough. The shadow makes the
Yeah.
weed shift, and
Yeah.
then the bowl can.
But
can
how
sit.
long are we standing there for?
Not as long as you would think. 10, 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Just a shadow, and then the weed,
Yeah.
the grass changes, and the bowl can move.
We used to, the greens here used to run that fast and would cut them that low. I know people are going to almost laugh at this idea for a start. So when I first started playing outdoor, I used to chase my bowls. I know. And depending on how fast or slow, a little bit like the curling technique,
Yeah.
I'd get in the line to stop the wind
Oh,
or
clever.
let the wind get
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd
yeah.
it go?
Normally pretty good. Every now and then I would get pretty close to my bowl, and people thought I was cheating. I was going to kick it. But,
You're like, no,
but if the wind was quite blustery, I'd have to hold my pants out and be like really, really close to stop it rolling. Like we're talking like 21-second greens.
Yeah, that's quite quick.
That's great. Oh, only time I could run 36 metres in 21 seconds. Yeah, steep grass. I mean, that's not a bad bowl. I mean, I'm happy with that. That's into the square. You should be always looking for some sort of movement through as the end progresses. Sparkle's just hung a wee bit wide. Roslyn will be, again, looking for that same speed that Stevie just played and either push the blue through or get the jack.
I think Jeff will be thinking to himself, we're actually playing well enough to pick up a number at some point. You're halfway through the game.
Yeah.
a
He'll be
touch
thinking
narrow.
there'll be a number happening
Yep.
soon if we just keep doing what we're doing. Like, there's no need to change
No.
the game. The game plan is there for Jeff Best and co.
No, well, he's been unlucky on a couple of times. There's been a number there, and
So Sparkles is actually almost playing the bowl. Get to the orange, yeah.
that's a
well
great
played.
bowl.
It still leaves it there. I think Roslyn just needs to actually be more aggressive with this. Alex
She's
is
in a
obvi-
good
Ale-
area. It's good
Yeah.
speed.
Alex, obviously, I've been passed a message with the online questions, and Alex was obviously that concerned that I couldn't read it. He was all over me trying to read it himself.
I was trying to understand what was going on.
Right. Nick Andrew, who's obviously busy at work today, out there, and he's reached out and questioned when was the last time
Great
I
bowl.
chased my bowl. It was probably the 2001 singles at Hampstead Green, Nick. If that helps. In fact, last year I actually did chase one halfway down the green, realised I wasn't going to make it, stopped, pulled up with cramp, and hobbled back to the other end. Yeah, all sorts of trouble in the middle of the green that day.
Is there anything interesting on here? Probably not. Be tempting. You look at it and see there's more blues than oranges. I feel like the angles aren't quite there for the jack not to move.
Yeah.
No.
Well, again, they're probably looking more how to stop the opposition. Where I think in triples, you just don't worry about that. You take your chances. I mean, if you play a bowl here just to take a one, I mean, you're still behind after six, and as we said, triples, something can happen. I mean,
No, he's blocked it up.
yeah, it makes it harder.
I suppose this shot depends on whether Jeff is holding one or two.
Would you play your forehand onto the blue, the shot bowl, if you're two down anyway?
Yeah,
You
particularly
can't go any worse, can you?
if you're two down, you can be quite brave.
You'd be brave, and that outside blue's a good one to come off as well.
I mean, if you're only one down, you can just have a fling at this wide orange.
Yep.
Yeah, the bowl he's looking at, you would have to be relying on your follow through.
Your collision bowl's the one that
Yeah.
does the work there, because the plant doesn't even get the blue on the way across,
No,
I don't think.
no, and it probably the orange actually misses the other blue as well. They just both peel off.
You're actually right. It's not the silliest idea in the world. The orange to your furthest right.
What?
Why can't you just go end and that weight onto
Why
that?
are you only now just looking at that? You almost dismissed like my idea was silly for a start.
You never have a silly idea, Michael.
No.
Just bringing it back to the viewer's attention.
Yeah.
Right, watch the collision bowl here.
Oh.
And the plant,
Yeah.
shockingly, didn't get the blue.
No.
And one.
Yeah, I think it was only one. That's.
So 3-4, closely contested game here.
14 minutes left, so probably get 3 ends in.
Well, that clock could be a little bit out. I was a little bit late with pushing the button. Maybe just a few seconds, I think. Obviously, again, like the last time, I will leave before the end of the game because
That's a good start.
no one else here knows how to blow a whistle. And probably, to be fair, most people will think I can't blow a whistle because it sounds awful.
No, see, have you got a new whistle? Because
No.
it was better.
No, I blew it into the microphone.
I knew something was different
Yeah.
when you started us off.
And I even turned the speaker around here, and I've waited a couple of times until someone was right near it, and then blew
Good.
it.
Yeah,
I got Marilyn Wright. She got quite a fright before.
that's quite funny.
Yeah.
I usually do a fake whistle when I expect the whistle to be blown. Because you can do like the...
Shelley and Mark Jacobs, I got them in the first round. Yeah.
Good.
He's on a good line here.
Oh, this has been a fantastic battle of the leads, hasn't it? Like between Steve and Daniel. Very consistent bowlers.
Rosalind's into it a wee bit here, and she's played a pretty good bowl.
Oh, lovely bowl. Following it down. This is close here if he's got the weight, John.
Sits on them too, he's played a cracker. Yeah.
Oh, what an outstanding bowl that is. Well played.
Now, would you be playing the same sort of line, trying to pop one of them blues through, Alex, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think may as well be... There's no point in not being brave here. You're better to play, and this is one of those times where you're much better to play the opposition shot before they do. Right?
Well,
So
yes.
you're
And
better to
if
be
anything
there
goes
first.
wrong, it's only going to cost you 2 if it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
It's a good brave bowl.
And
Well
set it
played.
pretty well.
Yeah, it's a
that's
good shot,
good.
right? How much better does that now look for the orange team?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's got the chance to pull it through between them 2 oranges, but he has to be pretty precise with that and good speed. It's on a pretty good line.
How's your weight, Jeff? Oh, that's outstanding.
Yeah,
What
that's-
a bowl.
He's close.
He's done it. Oh, that's brilliant.
That's
It might have been unlucky and it might have actually sat back. So we'll just have to excuse the viewers. I had to duck away. One of the things that we've been pretty lucky here through the Nationals.
how
is
brave is he going to be here? That front blue, he could just about peel all them oranges away.
Oh, that'd be cool. He's not lining up like he's going to be that brave, John, but it'll be cool to watch.
No, he's blocking it.
Square. Oh, good shot. I heard a clap.
Yeah,
Nope, and Jeff waving his arm around.
like he wouldn't be happy with it. So the local paper, The Guardian, has obviously been doing quite a bit of coverage for us.
Yes.
We've got another one of them in the hall, Alex, and they're actually going to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
So you'll have to jump out not leave us too long in the lurch.
That was a really smooth way of telling me to get out of the commentary box. I might come back.
Don't go too far. So, right, so John, it's just us Southerners now. Now we can bag as many North Islanders as we want.
Indeed we can.
Right,
Let's
where
go.
do we start? So
We'll start at the top of Auckland. We'll start with Alex, eh?
So he's going to play this bowl. So you'd be thinking
He's got to be careful because he could actually peel his oranges off.
well, he's missed everything. So that's as careful as you can be.
If he didn't touch wide, he would have peeled both of them.
It was one blue, so it's tied up. 4 all.
Yep. And I'd say we'll get 2 more ends in.
Oh, we'll get them all in if I don't go and blow the whistle.
Well, that's true, but
Yeah. So played 7, are you? It is amazing though how fast players do play when they know time's getting close and
yeah, they get down a lot quicker, don't they?
yeah. So generally you always find in a game most leads are quite quick. They play their bowls and get out of the way. Seconds start to take a little bit more time. It's generally the skips that eat up most of the time on
Yeah,
end.
they can do, Michael, yeah. And on here, either one of them now will be only looking at worst to drop a 1 and having last bowl on the next end.
Yeah, I mean, they can all see the clock. I mean, these guys probably also have watches. Just know the time.
That's a great bowl.
So they'll be aware that chances are they're probably going to go play one more after this. So this is going to be a very vital end. I mean, you almost go with the mindset, drop 1, have the last bowl.
Yeah, but then again, if you've also got a chance of making a number, you go for that as well, don't you? So
100%. I mean, you wouldn't have a chance to pick up a 5 and say, let's just drop 1.
then,
Yeah. The building up pretty good here. Steve Gracie's just dropped his 2 a wee bit short. Sparkles
he's just he's a good line. I think he's probably a foot light.
Yeah. Probably should have been playing a little bit more aggressively through the bowl instead of just trying to draw to it. Rosin here. Unusual setup. It's pretty effective with it though. Coming down a little bit on the tighter side as well. Get a wee sit. Oh,
That's
probably
not all bad.
Yeah, it's helped turn the blue behind the jack. Has made it that now.
It stopped the jack coming through.
Well, if you hit it hard enough, the jack will go through anywhere.
Yeah, but
as
you know,
we know, yeah.
but that speed that Sparky
Yeah.
just played, that's actually made it better for Orange now.
Yeah, the jack can get through, and this is where are you brave? Are you brave and play the other hand, and just I think he's looking to just try and draw under the oranges.
Well,
And I think if he gets contact, or she gets contact on them and sits the closest orange down, again it locks off the jack from going back. There was a chance you could be playing quite aggressive and rip the blues off the head. But
that's probably something that you and I'd look at.
yeah, and then I'll get lucky and get a feather and get the shot I should have played. Yeah,
She's
she's playing good speed.
Tell you what,
She got the feather too, yeah. Sorry, my
commentator's
curse.
curse.
Yeah, my bad. Now, this is interesting speed here, because is he going to play just to try and push the orange through on the roll, or do you feel he's going to actually try and reach the jack a little bit more?
Well, you're the back of the mat speed anyway to it.
I'll tell you
He's
what.
played it pretty good.
Yeah, right through it. Now, this is pretty much just a similar bowl. He needs contact and he needs the jack to get back to
He
the
needs
square.
contact on the outside blue, and it'll send it towards that orange, I think.
Well, he just needs contact anyway, not the orange. Jeez, I'll tell you what. This could be a blowout for the game.
What would you do? Would you take that back orange off?
Well, it's his only scoring option at the moment.
Yeah. That would be the...
But these guys, I think, will play a bowl to try and draw into the square, give it a chance to make the count, and also half pie cover the back. Here he is. He's coming down. He's get past the orange. Oh, I tell you what,
You'd go that orange now, wouldn't you?
I was going to say that's my bowl I'm hitting. That's the Ashburton angle off that bowl all day. Yeah, he's
looking at it.
If he catches the inside of it, his bowl contacts into the blues.
Yeah.
If he gets it square, it's coming off into the blues, and it's actually going to make contact with the bowl shorter of the jack, which should square up nicely. Now it's
And it's pretty good speed too.
just the contact needed. Here it comes.
He's
It might be just a bit under. No, he's close. It just ran. Yeah, 2.
probably 2.
Drop a 2. It's all right. So, I think you'd be pretty happy if you're the Preston team to drop a 2. 6 down, 2 down now playing.
Which will be the last end.
Well, again, 3.5 minutes. Wouldn't tend. I think we would be playing longer than that. It has the potential for a further end.
An extra end, yep.
Yeah. So that could make things a little bit interesting. So
He's on a good line with his first anyway.
yeah, he actually.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, happy with that. Yeah. Again, the triples game, we're always going to see some movement. We're always going to see something where the jack's going to eventually move, and it's probably hard for a lead to put 2 bowls there, sort of almost knowing like it's not going to stay. Been playing a lot of mid-length jacks as well,
Yes.
and he's hunted the orange nicely here.
But he's got a chance, similar to his first bowl. And
Yeah. Yeah. Stevie just needs to get down there and just under the blue. Probably wants the front of the jack to his orange.
it's just under. Yeah.
It's not the worst thing that can happen. Like, say, you're only hunting for a 2. You got last bowl. Pretty much, if there's 5 bowls on the mat, you've got a chance for a 2 somewhere.
What have I missed, team?
Well, the last end was looking like we could have had a 5 shots to blue, and Preston did well. He sort of come off the edge of an orange and sat in there. Unluckily, he actually had an extra roll, dropped a 2. But yeah, very, very good end.
To the difference last end.
And with that, guys, I will leave you, and I'll catch up with you later on.
Brilliant. When's lunch?
After this.
And then we are back after lunch.
It was the first thing I said
I
when
know
I sat
it was,
down.
yeah. What did you say?
We go 12:45. We'll be back.
12:45. Brilliant. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
That's really helpful. Oh dear. Excuse me.
So you're back from all your interviews, Alex? And
Yes, yep, all taken care of. The Guardian have been very helpful.
what would you do if you're orange here?
You need to find 2 shots.
So you've got that plant there, or through to the blue if you're in the gap.
Yeah, well, it's the same weight for all 3
Yeah.
options, isn't it? You're almost playing to that blue bowl in the middle of the square, and if you hit something on the way, it's happy days. If it stops, it's good. Needs it to
See,
stop.
that's-
Slightly
not good.
overplayed. No, it's going to be 2 effective bowls required from Steve Preston
It
now
is,
to find
yeah.
a 2. And Jeff actually has a chance to shut him right out here. It'll almost be tempting. I'd just about draw my backhand to the spot.
Yep.
You don't want to play the forehand and jag it narrow, right? So backhand to the spot, and it's up a creek with half a paddle for Steve Preston.
And the way he's been drawn, he'll be pretty close here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out on a real good line, isn't he?
This is a great bowl. This is
probably a touch quick, but
yeah.
he's got to give himself a chance and play that orange now. He's got to get one there to give himself a chance with the last. He's on a good line.
Oh, what an outstanding
Yeah.
bowl that is.
Well, that's given himself a chance, hasn't it? So
That's the best possible bowl he could have played. He's now actually got a chance for a 3, right? Because if he plays the
He
orange,
has.
his collision bowl could follow through. You could wriggle
Yeah.
in and find a 3 to win. Outstanding shot. How's he wait? Oh,
I think he
goodness
shanked
gracious
this
me.
nearly. The only thing,
He's played so well all game, and now he's sitting. I've got a feeling we're going to an extra end.
big bowl.
Has he done it? Has he done it? He's
He's
close
close.
here. Oh, he's not done it. That's it. It's over, and congratulations to Jeff Best, a 6-5 win. Thank you for joining me in the commentary
All good,
for this
Alex.
game, John. And we will be back at 12:45 with more coverage of the 75th National Open and Masters Indoor Bowls Championships. We'll see you then.